Good morning, beautiful. Just want to let you know I've been thinking about you all night. Last night I had such a... Bitch, wake up. You ain't sleep, ho.
Answer this. How can a guy get into your feelings then?
Honestly, if only they're willing to do a relationship. But I'm not really emotionally available right now.
So how long would it take for a guy to sleep with you?
3 months, minimum.
3 months?
Yeah.
He has to wait? But is there like...
But like, if he really wanted to, then why wouldn't he wait?
But are you giving him like a job in between those 3 months?
No.
Just making out?
Yeah, strictly just making out.
Man, well, if I was to hit on you, it wouldn't work out.
I'm so sorry. Oh well, there's 500 other 1,000 girls in the sea, so.
There is. But I want a whore. That's what I want.
Why?
They're easy.
Translation. You're not attractive, so I have to have you wait 3 years for us to smash and do anything sexual because you're not attractive to me. So don't listen to any female that says that we have to be in a relationship in order for you to get that. If that's the case, she wants your financial stability. She wants you to provide for her. And this is what's so funny that a lot of women don't understand. And there are some that pretend that they don't know. When she's done with her whole phase, then she's ready to settle down. You know, these public interview videos is really showing a lot of women's true colors. When they're drunk, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they're down for whatever. They're blacked out. They're going to, speak their truth and not bullshit. And when they're sober, they're just going to lie and just pretend like nothing ever happened. To those that don't understand or know, what a woman says doesn't apply to what she'll do. It's 2 different things. Remember that.
Do you think a guy should continue to talk to a girl after you got rejected by her, or completely act like she doesn't exist?
Act like she doesn't exist, get as many bitches as possible, and make her regret her life.
That shit. And then the last question. Whoa, one more question.
What's the God he's like, that's gold.
I'm a woman. So what did you say?
I said women don't like dudes who got their own, who don't need them. They rather deal with men who are not that intellectually aggressive, who gonna let them say what they want and do what they want. They rather deal with a man like, not saying you like that, but most women out here don't want to deal with a man who gonna say, baby, nah, don't wear that. Nah, baby, don't talk like that. They don't really want to deal with that. They rather deal with a dude who let them say and do whatever they want to do. And they think if a man be a man, he's toxic.
So my question was, do you with a real woman?
Let me answer that question.
And the reason why I asked
I'm
is because if you with a real woman, she's going to agree with you. Hey, maybe I shouldn't step outside wearing this,
I respect that,
this
baby.
nasty ass shit.
Let me answer that. This is the problem. The real woman is standing too close to the hose, so we don't know the difference until we start talking to y'all. No, listen. I met a lot of women. It don't mean, I don't care if they from the hood. I don't care if they got 2 parents. Their interests are the same. It's like right now, right? If you see 10 lions coming down the street, are you gonna try to figure out which lion gonna bite your ass or not? You're gonna be like them 10 lions. So unfortunately, the real woman agree with too much shit that these hoes is on, so we don't know the difference.
Tell me the truth here. Explain to me. Why is it you have a good man that cares about you, takes care of you, ideal man? He cheats. You said, oh, you, you leave him. Then you find another man that's still gonna cheat anyway.
Yeah.
What's the point? Like, you're leaving a man that's good to you to another man that's gonna cheat on you. What's the point?
Call our truth,
we don't cheat.
You are never gonna sexually satisfy your man by yourself.
Boom.
You will never do it by yourself. That's the truth. Man, I'm always gonna want variety.
To add on to what Fresh said,
he said you should take a girl to eat on the first date to McDonald's.
Yeah, see what it's hitting for. See if she really love you.
Can you still do that?
Just pull through the drive. Hell yeah. Just pull it through I wouldn't even call it a date.
Right.
It ain't you know, yeah. I was just talking shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, pull it through the drive-through and just look at her reaction. I know a girl take me to McDonald's. You ain't the one for me.
Really?
Yeah. So I ain't saying like how. I ain't saying how people should react to it.
Right.
I just said test the waters. You know what I'm saying? She might be hell yeah. Give me 2 apple pies and some ice cream.
Man.
That's all I'm gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Apple pies, fries, maybe ice cream. That's it. You know what I'm saying? She may say that and be like, okay, yeah, we can vibe for sure.
Right.
You know what I mean? We can struggle together.
Most men on this planet need to understand that doing the bare minimum will get you somewhere versus when you're doing the most. Doing a whole list of things for one girl. I always tell myself when I'm dealing with females, doing less for them is more to them. Doing more for them is less for them. Reverse psychology at the end of the day. If she's buying you a gift, she sees value in you. If she even share you on her social media stories or posts, she sees value in you. If she invites you to a dinner with her family, you get to meet her parents, she sees value in you. We just live in an era where it just has to be like that. When a man takes a woman out on the first date, that he should take her somewhere less expensive, cheap, or even going for a walk at the park for that matter, walking in town. You don't have to go to Starbucks to buy an expensive coffee or frappuccino or whatever you like to get, or going to a fancy ass restaurant and the bill comes all the way to $100 to $1,000. This is what men and women need to really be aware of and really acknowledge is whatever effort we put for each other should always be appreciated. And I don't think it's right when females say that the gift they'll only give you is sex, their wet box. That's probably been used by multiple men before y'all went on a date. So, fellas, stop courting these women. Stop putting them on the pedestal, because what you're doing to yourself is mentally and physically and emotionally damaging yourself, bowing down to one female that doesn't give a damn about you.
Why you look so nervous?
I'm not.
Well, you wasn't ready for the top G to come up and say something to you?
I wasn't ready for anyone to come up.
But you don't get approaching you or something?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For sure. Just to be very blunt and forward, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a man, and as a man, I feel like as a man, you should be able to tell a woman what you want up front. You know I want to but I don't want to try.
Okay. I have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend?
I do.
Okay, well, what color is his Bugatti?
He doesn't have a Bugatti.
Oh, I suspected as such, because he's a broke boy and I'm rich.
You can text me.
Okay.
We can go from there.
We can go from there?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Give me my phone number, and you can text me.
Okay.
We'll go from there.
All right. Sounds good to me. It was
right.
nice to meet you, actually.
Nice meeting you.
I'll be in contact with you.
Okay.
Expect a text from the top G.
It's a little bit weird, but are you gonna eat that?
Are you gonna eat that?
Yeah.
You're cute.
Wait, come here. If I'm cute and you're down, let's make it happen.
100% of the shots you don't take, you miss. Watch this. I feel like we will buy. Are you sure? 100.
Women and their work boyfriends. The guy at work. The work boyfriend is dangerous. See, the reason why the work boyfriend tends to usually take your girl is because he has all day. He got consistency on his side. He has time on his side. She sees him every day. She goes to work, he's flirting with her, giving her compliments, he's talking with her. She starts to get more comfortable, and before you know it, when things are going bad with you, she's coming to him. You combat this by not giving her a reason to entertain other men.
Yes, and yes. This is so accurate for me and true as almost every job I worked for, there's always women that I interact with. And then once they feel comfortable to talk to me more and get to know me as we're continuing on doing our duties and getting through the shift, just have random conversations about anything. Taking things slow. You don't want to mix business with pleasure, because I've been in that situation before and it doesn't feel right and it doesn't end well for both parties. There was a few girls. One of them, I complimented her. So, I only told her that she was pretty one time. Ever since, she's just been crazy and she asked for my number, added me on Snapchat and, just texting my phone a lot. And then when we take our lunch break, she always wants to sit by me. And then as we're sitting down, she couldn't keep her hands to herself. Her touching me on my leg and, just trying to touch me down there, But, I like that. But, we're at work. I keep it strictly professional. And, she's a very emotional person. She cannot keep her feelings to herself and keep that outside of work. At one of my current jobs, I'm working with a lot of women, and some of them are taken and some of them aren't. Most of them are Spanish speakers from Spanish countries. A few of them speak English and most of them don't. And as y'all can see the shirt that I'm wearing and the beanie that I'm wearing, yes, I'm part Hondureño, baby. But I don't speak a lot of Spanish. And I'm trying to learn a little bit of Spanish. They're still mi gente, my people. You know, I went to the bank the other day. One of the bankers was a Latina woman, and she was asking, "Where'd your name come from?" I told her that I'm part Latino, and she's like, "Oh," and she was smiling hella hard at me, like, "Okay, I see you got a ring on your finger. You're married, so do your job, girl." I mean, one of my coworkers, she was asking me, "Do you have a girlfriend? Are you married or have kids?" I was like, "Nah, I don't have any of that, but I have friends with benefits, and you know, exploring my options with multiple women." And then she was telling me that, like, I asked her, I was like, "Do you have a man? Do you have any kids? Or are you married?" And she was like, "Yes, I'm married." And then she was telling me in Spanish that she's tired, cansado, as if that she doesn't even want to be married to this person and wants to also explore her options. You know, all these females, they, you know, they're comfortable to speak to me even though they don't speak a lot of English and I don't speak a lot of Spanish. But the Spanish I know makes me more connected to them. See, there's two girls. They I don't know if they're sisters or best friends, but they have a guy that's always picking them up and dropping them off at work. You know, I'm doing my job, and I noticed the guy, he was mean mugging at me because, like, the girls that were waving at me saying "Buenos dias, Mateo," and I'm like, "Buenos dias, señoritas." And then like, he just looked hella jealous, like, "Bro, chill the out. Don't get mad at me." But you know, the girls would also just, I always hear they're always mentioning my name, like when they're eating lunch together. Like, I eat my lunch separately somewhere else because they're like, I don't have no work homies, like work homeboys to talk to, you know. It's just, I like to be surrounded by women, but I need to have male guidances too. At the same time, like, there's one dude, he works in the evening shift, but 2 hours before I leave, before my shift ends. And we just talk about these kind of talks. I'm a leader. I like to learn new things, be creative, and have people follow along with me. Just being someone to look up to, whether I make them laugh, make them feel inspired, educated, motivated, or focused. That's my goal. That's my mission. That's my intention on this channel and in my personal life. I'm YouTubing. I'm working. I'm streaming. But yes, that's what it is. Like I said, I gotta learn more Spanish so I can connect with them even more. But they also gotta learn English too, because Spanish and English are two important languages. Inglés y español is muy importante. Stick to your grind. Don't get distracted by a lot of booty at your work. Almost every dude's girls at every job are always going to have dudes flirting with them or the woman flirting with them. But just be careful, though. Don't let it affect your job. Point blank, period.
If you're wondering why he's no longer texting you, it's probably because when he was, he felt like he was the one putting in all of the effort. He's the one that sent the good morning and good night text first, the one that would ask you how your day was, would specifically check on that one thing you told him you were doing today. It is not because he has all the time in the world and he has nothing better to do. No, he's busy with his own things. He made the conscious decision to make time for you. Only when he saw over and over again that his efforts were not being reciprocated that he decided to leave.
Okay, so he's a nice guy, but he doesn't chase down girls, right? Because he's, you know, a little bit shy or whatnot. What would you recommend? Imagine that's one of your friends. What would you do?
I would say that he needs to get power in his life. He needs to get his physical up, his mental up, his financial up, and his social skills up. All of those, yeah? And he needs to understand women and understand where he stands in the market.
And should he change his character slightly to adapt to society?
I think everybody adapts to the environment, so everyone does it. Do you agree?
I mean, I agree to an extent. I don't think he should change everything because then he's lying to himself.
I didn't say change everything, though.
Okay, you're saying he should focus on himself. That's growth for himself.
And he needs to be moving to girls consistently all the time so he gets the practice in.
I don't know about this one. This is a red flag, bro. If your girl says that she's going to go out with her friends to have a girl's night out and have a few drinks at a bar or a club or wherever she's going, and she doesn't invite you or even want you to go, after y'all got in an argument, bro, just know she already got the backup guy lined up in a rotation. See, he's the next guy that's going to take your spot because you make her pissed off one little bit, she's going to cheat. Without a guarantee, she's going to do it. You can't do nothing about it. You can be on your you can have 6 figures. you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, have a decent home, you own a few cars, sports cars, Mustangs, Bugattis, Lamborghinis, whatever kind of cars you like, she is still going to cheat on you. You can buy her a Birkin bag. You can even buy her a Gucci bag, or buy her the sexiest lingerie for her to wear for you on occasion. But what she's going to do is probably use that lingerie that you gave her for another man that didn't spend any racks on her, thanks to hypergamy and the feminist movement that really got these women's minds just brainwashed and training them to hate men, and that they can do bad all by themselves and that they're independent. But once they hit their wall, now they want a guy to settle for her and take her serious. While she was still getting pumped and dumped. You know, she probably was sucking on many lollipops, if y'all know what I mean, down there. And then she comes home with wipes to clear her lips up, and then kissing you after some dude bursted all over her lips, her face, and her mouth. And she probably wants attention from other guys too, because women get easily bored. And it's not the guy's fault all the time. It don't matter if you're wrong or she's wrong. But 9 times out of 10, she's wrong, but she's always going to point the finger at you and say, you did this to me. You made me feel this kind of way. You're wrong. And try to put the blame on you because she cannot take accountability for her actions. So these women just don't know when to stay still and stay put when they got everything in good hands, in good situations that they just ruined because of how they feel. And it's very fucking scary because you just never know when it's your turn, when a woman just turns her back on you, cheats on you, and even doesn't appreciate you for all you did for her. Even if she was broke or, you know, she was homeless or whatever, and you pick her, you try to uplift her, what she's going to do is throw all that shit back at you. Just like if she has kids with this man, or if she is married to this man. She'll sign the papers to divorce him, and then what'll happen is she'll take half of the hard-earned money that he made that she didn't make at all, and then take the kids from him. The kids are probably like under 5 years old and don't even know what's going on, and then she just feeding them bullshit in their ears and just letting and having them believe that he's a deadbeat dad. He's no good. Just because she was pissed off at the littlest thing that he said or did to her. Trying to humble her, put her in her place. Like we all know and understand that women love dominant men. Women don't like passive men. Dominant men that knows when to put a woman in her place, put his foot down, and shut her up without putting his hands on her. But letting her know you ain't gonna run shit around here. That's the man's job, to provide and protect, and the woman's to please and serve a man. And she thinks it's funny. She wants to make you trigger. Once she makes you triggered and pisses you off, she got you, man. She's definitely cheating for sure. And it's probably not her first time. But if you can just brush that shit off and be like, okay, go ahead, go. I got bitches. I got females. She'll be like, since when? Oh, no, you're not. Okay, now I'm staying home. That's how females work, man. It's funny because when females reject you, a guy can just brush it off. But when the guy rejects her back, she is attacking him and barking her mouth at him, or even try to destroy him. Maybe show up to his job and embarrass him and try to ruin his reputation just because that woman couldn't handle the rejection. But, you know, she's for the streets. And it makes the good women look bad. The submissive, traditional women that are pick-me women that can also retain a man long term.
Situations where it's absolutely okay for you to cheat on your girl. If y'all just got into an argument, I don't care if it's your fault, I don't care if it's her fault. Regardless, the first thing you need to do is go cheat. She's in a very fragile emotional state right now. You don't know what she's capable of. You gotta strike first, strike fast, and strike hard. Remember, King, if you cheat on your girl just once a month, you still have a 97% average of being faithful. And that's an A+ in my book. Go ahead and follow me. Stay toxic.
You have to lose, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta like get humbled and get pushed down and get hit to know what it feel like. To know what it feel like to get your ass up and get motivated, get disciplined, and put in the work and have a clear vision, dog.
A huge turnoff if a guy would call off work for me. Like if a guy would call in sick to see me, I would be turned off.
Well, that is the biggest red flag there ever was.
It's happened to me in the beginning of all my relationships. For me, what it tells me is like you don't prioritize your work and you're willing to like cancel other things in your life to see me, which makes me feel like your priorities are a little bit off. Like I like when somebody balances the same energy that I have, and I will never take off work for a guy.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're going on a trip, whatever. We're going to do this certain specific thing. No problem.
Yeah.
But am I going to call in sick because I want to what? Cuddle in bed? I'm not going to do that.
No.
And like that's something that's really like a core value. As much as I want to do it and whatever, it's not about wanting to do it. It's about like I will always keep my like priorities in line.
And I think that's why a lot of girls are attracted to like successful men too. It's because they find it so hot that they're successful. But the reason they're successful is because they didn't just cancel work.
Yeah.
You should not put a woman above your priorities. The things that matter, that's very important for you to get done. Because what you're telling the woman is that you cannot get other women. So you gotta try to lock her down, keep her as much as you can, and not let her go. She's going to think you're weak and soft. See, what the problem is that most of us men are traditional minded. Most men don't even care to realize or understand that a lot of women don't appreciate those men. They love bad boys. It's sad to say, but this is true. And that doesn't mean you have to be a bad boy to make her want you more and have more interest. No, be a good member of society. But what you need to do is have standards, more confidence, and value yourself more. Put yourself first before everybody else. It's a hard pill to swallow. The red pill. The blue pill has to go. Has to go. Like me, I'm focused on my projects and whatever I got going on. And every time I do it, I have girls texting my phone, even send me pictures, even calling my phone, and I miss it. I won't even read the message yet. I'll get notifications, and even when I silence the messages, I'll get a whole paragraph of messages, even tons of pictures of them that I wouldn't even think they would send to me, and they're calling me baby, and calling me daddy, calling me poppy, calling me smooth, calling me all these things, and you'd be surprised, man. But the point I'm trying to say is stop catering to women that don't even find you attractive, won't even look at you, won't even let you lay a finger on her, or even call her beautiful. Stop putting women above the things you got going on in your life that she don't got. Stop supplicating to her. Stop showering her with gifts that she don't deserve. Because I guarantee you she's not going to do anything in return. Because in her mind, she's like, you pretty much pay me to do something I'll never do for you. It don't matter what it is, good or bad. Do not do it. Because women will complain about the bad boy, but she still got him on her mind. Assure you, if she's meeting your needs or standards and she's very cooperative and submissive, take little steps with it. She cooks for you, she cleans the house, she massages you when you come home from a long day of work. That's the woman you want to deal with. Not the other way around, where the woman feels like she deserves more. She doesn't have to bring anything to the table other than sex. Has to be in front of you with a pretty ass smile and a nice outfit. It doesn't work like that. We don't care about that. We don't even care about independent women that have their own shit. Like, women think that just because they have their own car and they own a business, we don't care about that. We care about a woman that's always going to stick by the man's side, whatever he got going on. She will not entertain other men. She might be the one at home all day. She might work at a little part-time job while you're working at 8 to 12-hour shifts, 5 to 6 days a week. You only get one day off to spend time with your family or your woman to do whatever y'all want. But why it can't just be every day? You come home from work and she just does all those things that every man should get from a woman, that every woman should do for a man. Why not? Anyways, I think that's it for this video. I know it's been a while since I've posted anything. Hopefully we can reach over 1,000, maybe get 10,000, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, 300, 500, 750,000, 1,000,000 subscribers. I look forward to that. Whatever y'all want me to do, because I'm trying to change the algorithm as much as I can. Just doing my best for y'all's entertainment, enjoyment. And as always, yes, like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all stay blessed. Have a good night and day. It's your boy Teo, signing out. Peace.